makes me wanna holler, go away. I need more peace and hope and love. Where do I find it in this crazy old world? Need strategies, strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Every time I listen, Lauren and David share strategies for living, and it makes me aware. I got strategies for living, strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio.
Oh, you know we need them. Yeah, we do. We need those strategies for living. So are you ready? You ready for your daily dose of radio rehab?
Oh, man, you got me out of the house and I am ready.
You know, all I've got to do is take you into a place and you can smell the popcorn,
Yes,
and you just get
wafting.
beside yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been too long. It has been way too long, and I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here.
I hope it's coming through on the radio. I want everybody to smell buttered popcorn. Hey, folks, welcome into Strategies for a Living. I'm Dr. David McMillian. She is a psychotherapist, PLPC Lauren Leon McMillian, and we've already given it away, Wendell Riley, where we are. We're down at the Robinson Film Center.
Yes, indeed. It's good to have you all here, and it's great to be back on the show.
Hey,
It
man.
feels like it's been forever.
It has
Yes,
been
it
too
really has
long,
been
but
too long.
but you know, everything in its proper time. And so we're going to talk about the magic of musicals taking center stage for the Robbys this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday at 7 p.m., June 28th, we will be hosting our annual fundraiser, the Robbys.
This has been going on for a good while at the Robinson
for
Film
pretty
Center.
much the existence of the center. There's always a big film themed gala every
People
year.
look forward to this every year.
Absolutely, yeah. People start thinking about their costumes around April, May.
And so as we go on today, you're going to describe yours in detail.
No,
The only
I-
is it going to be from Wicked, or is it going to be from Grease?
Well,
or,
I
you
think
know,
Mamma Mia?
if people really want to know, they need to come to.
Way
yeah,
to tease.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, we are broadcasting live from Robinson Film Center, and if you're hearing us right now, come on down here. There are movies to see here all the time. There's events going on all the time, and this Saturday we're going to be talking about the event of events for the Robinson Film Center, the Robbys. Folks, thanks for tuning in to Strategies for Living. We appreciate you being here with us, and we appreciate all of our wonderful sponsors that make it possible. The Robinson Film Center, and Azalea Cleaners, and Pintail Roofing,
Roof, roof.
and Learning RX, and the Balanced Life Wellness Center, and Fertitas Delicatessen, home of the Godfather, alligator Italian sausage, and some pretty good muffies, too. Back in a moment with Wendell Riley from the Robinson Film Center talking about the Robbys today. Here on Strategies. Stay with us.
Tune in daily, find the light. Healthy mind and spirits bright. Strategies for living strong. Feel the vibe, it won't go wrong. Body moves and soul align. Catch the rhythm, feel the time. Radio rehab every day. Chase those clouds of gray away. Your daily dose of radio rehab. Lift you up when skies seem trapped. Mind and body, spirits free. Living life in harmony.
And welcome into Strategies for Living. Lauren Leon McMillian, David McMillian. You know, I'm welcoming back an old friend. I don't know how sometimes to go about introducing people like Wendell Riley.
A legend?
Well, there are some people that they come into the community and you feel like you've known them your whole life, and you feel like that because they are so they're change agents.
Yep.
And Wendell
Catalyst.
Riley is that. He is the executive director of the Robinson Film Center. When he and I first met, he was at LSU Shreveport and held the position of, he was in charge of media and all of
external
that
relations.
stuff.
Yeah.
And but it feels like I've known you forever. Welcome back, Wendell.
Thank you, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. I think we should end the show here.
All said that needs to be said. That's it.
There you go. There you go. Well, we could do that, but here's the deal, Wendell. A lot of people look forward every year, and for many years now, the Robbys, and it's coming up Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And man, it's going to be this is one of the major fundraisers for Robinson Film Center each year, right?
Absolutely, and it's one of the fundraisers that people in the community look forward to because what we always try to do is blend film and fun with everything that we do. Last year our theme was Hitchcock, so we celebrated Hitchcock films. The year before we did 80s films. And then this year, we are doing the magic of musicals because musicals have a real place in cinema history and contemporary cinema, not just here in the U.S., but also worldwide.
Yes.
Bollywood films are essentially musicals.
Right, right.
So film is a wonderful medium to have singing and dancing on screen, and you can do a lot more than you could do on a stage. Obviously, watching a musical on a stage is a much more tangible experience, but watching it on film is something that you can go back to time and time again, and these things become a part of our daily lives. We sing songs that we've seen in musical years and years ago.
Yeah.
So
I stay with you.
There's something. I'm thinking back. And I'm a little bit older than the two of you.
Not much.
But I'm thinking back every year, and I think it may have been around this time of the year, we all would look forward, and I'm really aging myself now, the annual playing of The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And this was back in the day where, we didn't have the proliferation of cable channels or satellite channels. But every year on the network, you would have the annual Wizard of Oz. I mean, it just didn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I mean, and it is so iconic. And of course, last year and this year, we have Wicked, which are essentially prequels to The Wizard of Oz.
Absolutely.
And that's actually one of the films that will be represented in our event. So when you walk into the front door of RFC on Saturday, you will be walking into There will be a yellow brick road, and there'll be iconography from that universe, literally in the main lobby.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cool.
There will be a transformation at the Robinson Film Center.
Yeah, we always try to lean into the films that we represent at the events and try to make people feel at least some measure of that. The way that film can transport you. We try to do that in this physical space here.
So it's from Wicked to Grease. Do I have time to lose a little weight so I can get into my leather
I'm counting
outfit?
on it.
Yeah.
That you raise a really good point.
Yeah.
So
Thank
people,
you, Wendell.
Well, people often ask what the dress code
Yes,
is.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So our response is always cocktail or costume.
Right.
Okay.
So if you want to wear black tie, you can.
Sure.
If you want to wear a nice, elegant gown, you can.
Right.
But if you want to just go straight to the high school dance off,
You can do that too.
you can be a part of Grease. And we have people who are excited about maybe dressing up in a theme like Elphaba or Glinda. We are also celebrating Mamma Mia, which is a very popular musical series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That will be in our karaoke room. In our small
There's a
theater.
karaoke
There's a
room. Tell us
karaoke room.
more.
Has
Tell
to
us
be
more.
with the musicals.
The karaoke room we've been doing it for 3 years. This is actually our 3rd year, and
Yeah.
it is the most popular part of the Robbys now.
Yeah.
So we set up a karaoke station in our small theater. It holds 45 people.
Right.
And by the end of the night, it's just really like warm in there because everybody's been having a good
Dancing.
time, having drinks, singing. People get up and sing in unison. It's amazing. Last year, Mayor Tom Arsenault actually serenaded the crowd.
Wow.
So you're telling us you never know who's going to do what at the Robbys. That's what you're telling
Oh
us.
yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of surprises. Lots of good, clean fun.
Yeah,
But,
good. Yeah, of course.
But lots of
Expect the
surprises.
unexpected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because people love RFC and we cater to everyone.
Yeah.
Film is that great equalizer.
Joiner. It's a
Exactly.
bridge.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It brings people together and so you'll have people from all walks of life here at the event, and sometimes an elected official will show up and sing to an audience, which is always great.
Oh man.
You don't get that at other
No.
fundraisers.
No.
I don't
that-
know any other place
No, you
that,
don't.
that could
Yeah.
happen.
Okay, so it's all taking place Saturday evening. That's this coming Saturday, the 28th. Everything kicks off at what time?
So doors open at 6:30 p.m. and the event starts at 7, and then
Okay.
we go until 11 p.m.
All right.
And it is free food and drink all night.
Right.
So if you get a general admission ticket, you get hors d'oeuvres throughout the evening plus beer and wine. And then if you purchase a VIP ticket, you will get some slightly more elevated food in your own section. The VIP section is actually themed from the film Moulin Rouge. So
Ooh.
yeah, so lots of French influence in there.
All right. You
But,
also get early access to the prize pool.
Yeah,
If
so-
you're in the VIP.
Right.
Yeah.
So the prize pool was something that we tried last year, and it was an extremely popular feature. So instead of a silent auction, the prize pool is basically you pay $40 for a ticket, and you're guaranteed to get something that's worth $50 or more.
Oh, wow.
You don't know what it is, but you're not gonna walk out empty-handed. So
That's
there's
awesome.
a lot of
Yeah.
intrigue, and people buy multiple tickets to try to get different things, and then you can trade your gifts at the end.
Is there a lot of that goes on? Is there a lot of that
There's a lot of
trading?
bartering.
Yeah.
So you can get, maybe a $50 gift card, or you might get a $200 piece of art.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Awesome.
fun.
That's an
So
awesome idea.
VIPs get early access, and they buy up a lot of the tickets.
And also, I might mention that it's not too late to become a sponsor.
No, we still have sponsorship opportunities available. And also, if any small businesses want to have their name represented at the event, and maybe you don't have $1,500 or more to become a sponsor, you can actually call us and donate items to our prize pool.
There you go.
Because it's a way for you to just showcase your brand at a very high profile event.
And again, and that's really what we want people to understand. This is about community. And so, there's a way. Pick up the phone and give a call. Robinson Film Center. Talk to Wendell. Talk to one of the wonderful staff members here. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely. There's so many ways that people can support RFC. I mean, one is just coming here and watching a movie or buying concessions, going to the Bistro, because a part of every dollar spent here goes towards our education programs. And it helps us bring independent cinema to Shreveport, Louisiana. Which
That
a
is
big deal
such
for us.
a crown jewel for I don't know whether we can really totally appreciate what we have here at the Robinson Film Center. That you can speak to this much better than I, Wendell, but my understanding is that around the country, there's only a handful of these types of cinemas.
Yeah,
And we have one here in Shreveport, Louisiana.
absolutely. So to give you some perspective, we are one of only 2 independent theaters in the state of Louisiana.
Wow.
We have filmmakers who come from larger cities all the time, and they walk in the door, and whether we're showing a premiere of a film that they've worked on or something like that, and they're always blown away by RFC.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've had people come in from, we recently had the watch party for Beat Bobby Flay, where Chef Nima was victorious. And we had folks coming from New York. We had people coming from London, and they were all just blown away by what we have here in Shreveport.
Absolutely. And folks, you will be blown away too. And the Robbys is your opportunity. It's all of our opportunity to get involved at the Robinson Film Center in a big way. So it's Saturday night, June 28th, this coming Saturday night. You can go online and you can get general admission tickets. You can get VIP tickets. And of course, that's robinsonfilmcenter.org. Do it all online. Definitely, if you'd like information about sponsorship opportunities, pick up the phone, call, not too late. We've got much more to talk about today here on Strategies for Living. We're at the Robinson Film Center. We're getting ready for the Robbys Saturday night. Wendell Riley is our life strategist. We've got much more to discuss. Stay right where you are. More strategies coming back.
Facing the same old problems day to day makes you want a hard getaway. Looking for the road that'll get me there. Looking for hope and peace to spare. Looking for strategies. Strategies for living radio. Your dose of radio rehab. Strategies for living radio.
And Strategies for Living Radio happens to be at the Robinson Film Center. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. And I hope you will come to the Robinson Film Center. I hope you'll come here often.
Yes.
We'll talk about that. 617 Texas Street, downtown Shreveport. Definitely show up if you can on Saturday evening because the Robbys, the event of the year, the event that so many people look forward to, that benefits the Robinson Film Center and all its wonderful works. It's Saturday night, so what you're going to do? You're going to be at the Robbys. You're going to be at the Robinson Film Center.
Yeah, and it's hot outside, so just come here and hang out. It's nice and cool in here. You can, hang out downstairs, go upstairs. We have a screening room in our large theater where we'll show some highlights from our favorite musicals. So there's something for everybody at this event. And that's one of the things that we try to do is make it a fun event for everyone. So if you just want to do karaoke, you can do that. If you're not a people person and you want to just sit and watch stuff, maybe your wife dragged you to this and you just want to hang out by yourself and sip a cocktail, you can do that in the theater.
Great place to people watch.
Exactly. If you want to dance, you can go upstairs to our event space, or you can hang out in the VIP room. If you're a VIP, we have DJs upstairs. It's just, there's a lot going on.
I will warn you though that it's contagious. You whatever you decide to do, you may be pulled into things that you may surprise you or your spouse or your date.
You might end up singing, at the top of your voice with a group of strangers, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially these days. We need some love. We need contagious love.
You mentioned Chef. You mentioned Chef Nima. Of course, here at Robinson Film Center is Abby Singer's Bistro, and wonderful place. Lots of people, even if they don't come to the Robinson on the seeing movies, they are very familiar with the Robinson because this is a very popular lunch place during the week, is it not?
Absolutely, yeah. We cater to a lot of the downtown work crowd, but Chef Nima, she is building a reputation nationally and internationally as a chef, and so we get people coming in from all over. We people coming from East Texas, Southern Arkansas. We had a family from Oklahoma here several weeks ago.
Wow.
And a lot of them come just for lunch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I understand that since you've become executive director, you've done like me and put on a pound or two.
A couple. Yeah, I go into the kitchen and they're like, try this, try that, and then I say, okay, just give me a bite, and they hand me like a full plate of food. So, but
can I come hang out with you?
Oh,
more often?
absolutely.
Okay.
I would gladly pass it over to you, so that my doctor will get off my case about my cholesterol. But we have healthy options too. But no, that's the thing about Chef Nima. She's from Sierra Leone,
Right.
and as with all great chefs, she believes in feeding people. She believes in the fact that food can nourish your soul, not just your
Absolutely.
body.
Right.
Yes, chef.
And
Yes.
So and so it's an extremely big deal for her. And so when we started talking about her coming on here in summer of last year, that was one of the things that we really focused on is providing something different for the community.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get Chef Nima on the show if you guys would be cool with
We'd
that.
love to
I'd
come
love to
back
have
and
her.
and that's a date.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's an absolute
fantastic.
date. Yeah.
And she is a character larger than life. And it's interesting being able to work with someone who is also not from the U.S. but has been given so much in this community, and we really care deeply about Shreveport and Shreveport Bossier, and we want to give back. And
Absolutely.
it's fun to kind of pull up our bootstraps every day and go do that kind of work.
There are many flavors. When we're talking about Abby Singer Bistro, there are many flavors at the Robinson Film Center. And I'm not just talking about in the bistro.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about RFC is that it's sort of a window to the world, right? You can watch foreign films, but you can also go upstairs and have food that essentially is international cuisine. Chef Nima's specialty is Afro-Caribbean food. And her husband, who is the chef de cuisine, Matthew DeGrasia, he has a lot of experience with French and Italian food. So you get a lot of sort of these hybrid dishes that celebrate multiple cultures. And the interesting thing, and it's one of the reasons why I love Louisiana, if you are from an African country, or if you're from the diaspora like I am,
Right.
there are so many parallels to the way people eat and play and live and work here in Louisiana.
Yes.
Sure.
As places like Trinidad and Tobago, our dishes are similar. Like we have our own version of jambalaya, basically.
Right. Right.
And Chef Nima has that back in Freetown, where she's from, in Sierra Leone. So I think we bring something different to the community, but it also feels very familiar.
Yes.
It feels welcoming. It doesn't feel like there's a barrier there. It doesn't feel so elevated that that's not really for me.
Right.
It's for everyone. It's
Absolutely.
just delicious.
And so every time you dine, whether for lunch or dine in the evening,
Or in the theater.
when you choose, yeah. And when you choose Abby Singer's Bistro, you're helping RFC.
You're helping RFC, but more importantly, you're helping your community. You're
Yes.
helping kids in Shreveport Bossier.
I want to talk about that because again, we're right in the middle of summer. There's all kinds of activities that go on at RFC, especially during the summer and other times of year too, but especially during the summer for the young people.
Absolutely. Yesterday alone we had about 150 kids from the VOA. They came here to watch a movie, and a lot of them don't get to have that.
They don't get to have that experience.
Popcorn and soda and candy, and a lot of the kids they show up and they're like, "We can have popcorn," and I'm like, "Absolutely, you should have popcorn. That should be a requirement, right?"
Yes.
Yeah.
And in addition to stuff like that, we have our summer camps. We just finished our I'm gonna get this wrong, but it's like our mystery camp where they do these murder mystery movies and stuff like that. We have an acting camp coming up in a few weeks. And this gives kids in Shreveport Bossier an opportunity to learn about the process of filmmaking, right? And, you know, we always say it, and I've said this probably on the show a million times, we trick kids into learning valuable life skills, because even if they never make another movie again, or they have no interest in going into the film industry, they learn things like working in teams, communication, time management, resource management. These are skills that you can take with you in any career, right?
Yes,
you should develop that. And what we try to do is support the education that they get during the school year. And we offer these at cost or below.
Right.
And
you can do that because of events like the Robbys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also just, you know, coming and having a cocktail on a Tuesday evening at Abby Singer's Bistro, right? Because the Bistro helps support our education programs.
Absolutely. And, you know, and I should also mention, because the Robinson Film Center is a nonprofit. And so when you buy a general admission ticket or a VIP ticket, you can deduct that. So, you know, because you're donating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, you know, I hope people recognize that when they patronize us here at RFC, whether it's the Bistro or the theater, they understand that this money isn't going to some corporation that only cares about profits. Right? We immediately roll it back into
it stays
our
right here in this community to help and to further the community.
Exactly. Exactly. And we try to also be a safe space for a lot of organizations. You know, we have partnerships with groups like PACE, the North Louisiana Jewish Federation, 318 Latino. You know, like you said, film is that equalizer, right?
Yes.
It's that thing that people can come together.
It's the bridge. It brings us together.
Yeah.
And we can all relate, no matter what, you know, we think in our politics or whatever. You know.
So it's for that 2.5 hours we can just be people.
And don't we need that?
Oh my gosh,
and
we
have
have
a shared
so much.
experience.
And a positive shared
Yeah.
experience, right?
Yeah.
Where we're not like yelling at each other from our keyboards. Like we just talk and we laugh together, and we cringe at scary moments together, and we smile and we cry.
It doesn't get more human than that, does it? Because you're getting down. Film brings us into our face-to-face with our emotional self. Yeah.
Exactly. And it allows us to aspire, right? It allows us to be inspired, but it also allows us to put ourselves in the shoes of people who we kind of look up to, and oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And there has been talk about you know, tablets and mobile devices kind of taking away from audience participation in shared experiences like going to a theater.
Right.
But you can't beat that experience.
No, you can't.
Yeah, we find that people still want to do that, you know.
There's no question, Wendell, and there's no question that, again, the beyond movies, I hope movies never go away, but I certainly hope the Robinson Film Center continues on and on and on, because
we all have a say in that.
And we do have a say. And one way that we get the say is there's a wonderful opportunity Saturday night, because the Robbys are here. Saturday, June the 28th. Robinson Film Center at 617 Texas Street, downtown Shreveport. All you got to do is go to robinsonfilmcenter.org. You can get your general admission ticket. You can get your VIP ticket, which comes with so much more. And there are still sponsorship opportunities available. Just give a call. Give a call down at the Robinson Film Center. Find the number at robinsonfilmcenter.org. Wendell Riley with us today here on Strategies. We've got more to come. Stay with us. And welcome back into Strategies for Living. We are celebrating the magic of musicals today here on Strategies for Living. And you're going to want to do the same thing too. 7 o'clock, Saturday evening, June the 28th, this coming Saturday at the Robinson Film Center, the Robbys. And of course, the Robbys are one of the major fundraisers each and every year for
Emphasis
the Robinson
on the
Film
fun.
Center.
Emphasis on the fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And however you want to have fun, Wendell Riley. I mean, whether it be karaoke, and I'm definitely going to come into the karaoke room after I make sure I buy you a couple of drinks,
Well,
and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
well, so
Yeah.
I will be
Oh my
working, so I typically don't drink during these events. So,
Well,
yeah, you'll
Or
have
the
to try
shot.
to catch me another time.
I'll just have to dream. I'll just have to dream about it. All right. So we've talked a lot about what's going to go on Saturday evening. And again, it's not too late to become a sponsor. So
Right.
if you've got a business, big or small,
And it
please
doesn't take much.
doesn't take much. Please give a call
Yeah.
and get in on this event, because you're talk about showcasing your business in a wonderful way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we really try to take care of our sponsors. I mean, we have thousands and thousands of people who come through these doors every month. We showcase our sponsors throughout the center, on the screens in the bistro downstairs, also on the movie screens before the film.
Right.
But we also do that on social media. We have a great social media following. And the cool thing about being a sponsor this year is because of the fact that Chef Nima has this national attention on her. And,
Oh, yes.
and the bistro is now a destination. People come here just to go to the bistro. It's a great time to align your brand with
Yeah.
RFC, and you can get those ancillary benefits of being a sponsor. And on top of all of that, it's tax deductible.
There
So,
you go.
yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
It really
Yeah.
doesn't. It really doesn't.
But where you want to be Saturday night, you want to be right here at RFC. You want to be right here from 7 o'clock when the doors open, and you're walking into Oz. You're walking into a transformation of RFC. It won't be anything like you normally see.
No, and someone will try to hand you a glass of champagne, and and then you can decide from there how you want to enjoy this adventure, right?
Right.
You can go straight to the karaoke room. You can go, like I said, you can go watch a movie, or you can just come hang out upstairs with the cool kids at the high school dance off.
There you go. Or you can just kind of move around and
Look around and
kind
take
of.
in the experience.
That's
right?
my favorite thing. I
Yeah.
like to watch other people having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I bounce around and I say hi.
Yeah.
I'm like a little social butterfly, they say.
And did I understand you right? Or last year, Mayor Tom got on the karaoke.
Oh yeah,
Did I understand you right?
We have video and photographic evidence of that, and we typically have costumes at the karaoke station. So
Yeah.
I think he had a top hat on, and he
I love it.
sang. Oh man, I can't remember the song, but it was like the, something like "I Can't Take My Eyes Off You." One of those types of songs where he's just
A crooner.
extolling his love for the community.
There you go.
And
There
I
you
love
go.
it.
he always says he's a ham, and he really is. But he's so warm and caring, and he cares so much about this community.
Absolutely.
And I love him as a mayor.
So you're going to have to show up this year, folks, to see if and what Mayor Tom has in store for all of us this year.
And it is very likely that he will do a repeat performance. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll,
All right.
we'll hold him to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
for sure.
All right, so we got about 3 or so minutes left. What do we need to really hammer home, Wendell? I mean, we've talked about the importance of Robinson Film Center. Yes, this is a special night, Saturday night, and we want everybody here. We want everybody to come and experience it. But this center, RFC, is such an important center for our community. It is a jewel. What do we want? What do we really want people to understand?
That's a really good question, David, and it's the thing that I always try to say. I've been toying around with the language that we're not an independent theater, we are an interdependent theater. We are here for our community.
Yes.
And so we have worked really hard over the last few years to partner with some amazing organizations, people like Community Renewal International. I mean, we had Maza Ashinafi was a Nobel Peace Prize nominee, and the first female Chief Justice in her home country. I believe she was from Ethiopia. She came here, and we showed a film about her life, and then we had a meal upstairs. We partner with organizations like the Community School. We did a big evening celebrating and bringing awareness to the autistic community.
Wow.
And we did something really cool where the trouble is it's hard to get parents of autistic kids to come out because they don't have anybody to watch the kids.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So we tried this thing. We partnered with Community School, and we had a screening room for the kids in the small theater.
Right.
While the parents watched the movie in the large theater. And then we also had a playroom upstairs, and they were supervised by people who actually know how to do this stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And the parents had such a great time. The
That's
parents had more
wonderful.
fun than the kids because they were able to just kick back and have a cocktail and watch a movie, have a meal, and knowing that their kids are taken care of and they're
Knowing
right
that
next
they're
door.
safe. Right.
They don't have to worry about that stuff. Those are the things that we try to bring to our community.
That's the kind of thing that is so worthy of the support, of all of our support of Robinson Film Center. Major opportunity for that Saturday night, June the 28th. You can get all the information that you want at robinsonfilmcenter.org, and I hope you'll go there. You can buy your tickets. You can buy your general admission tickets for the Robbys. You can buy your VIP tickets. I encourage you to think about doing that, because where else can you have so much fun and it's tax deductible? That's because the Robinson Film Center's a 501(c) corporation. So hey, take it all off. The Robbys, Saturday night. This Saturday, June the 28th, robinsonfilmcenter.org. Where you want to be Saturday is 617 Texas Street, downtown Shreveport. Find out what Wendell is going to sing this year and what Mayor Tom is going to say. They may even do a duet.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know, but maybe.
I'd like to see that.
We'll be back. More strategies to come. And welcome back into Strategies for Living Radio. Lauren Leon McMillian, David McMillian, and Wendell Riley from the Robinson Film Center, because the Robbys are this Saturday night. We're trying to get him revved up. We're trying to find out some behind the scenes stuff, but he's just not giving it up.
Budging.
He's not budging. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I
Such a tease.
yeah.
Well,
All right.
so the question is, are you two going to be able to make it on Saturday?
Absolutely.
That's the plan.
We wouldn't miss it.
Well, that's the thing. We try to bring celebrities here, so having both of you guys.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Well, I'm planning to do that John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John thing. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Does Lauren know that?
I do now.
She's practicing with her cigarette now.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
That was my first soundtrack I ever bought for myself. My first CD
There
was,
you
was
go.
the Grease soundtrack.
Nice.
So I'm ready.
You're in. You're
Yeah.
in. There you go. I better warm up there.
Yeah, tell me about it, stud.
Wendell, thank you. Thank you so much for all that you do. And, thank you for what you have brought to
Yes.
our community. We're rich. We're rich because of people like you. We're rich because of organizations like Robinson Film Center. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity, and again, like anytime y'all want me on, so you can just shower me with praise and compliments, just let me know.
We're here. We're here.
Always.
Folks, thank you. We appreciate you being a part of Strategies for Living. And we can do Strategies for Living because of our wonderful sponsors. Folks like the Robinson Film Center and Azalea Cleaners and Pintail Roofing and Learning RX and the Balanced Life Wellness Center and Fertitta's Delicatessen, home of the Godfather, Alligator Italian Sausage, and some pretty good muffies too. If today were the last day of your life, you only had one more phone call that you could make, who would you call? What would you say? And why are you waiting? Make the call for Wendell Riley. For Lauren Leon McMillian, I'm David McMillian. See you next time right here on Strategies for Living.